went with the extension on the cue. Afraid it was enough to keep it out.
Yeah, the problem for Davis at the moment is that although O'Sullivan is not as he can be, Davis is well below his own best. And as he said ahead of this match, you've got to be at your best to have a chance against this guy. At the moment, he's a pale shadow of the player he can be.
That's a good shot. The little kiss on the yellow worked out well. He may look at the blue. It's a little thinner than he would like, but he could crash into the bunch if he's feeling confident. Well, he plays this shot with lots of zip, where he managed to avoid the bunch. He's more into playing controlled shots. He controlled that shot very well. Little puff of the cheeks. I don't think Ronnie believed that was in. They're playing okay, these pockets. They're certainly, I've seen smaller, put it that way. I'm not saying they're buckets or anything like some people want to, but I've seen them play a bit tighter, around below the black spot. Well, he was a bit fortunate to be on that red.
15.
I think it's been a trend this season that the corner pockets seem to be a little bit more accepting, and we are talking in relative terms here, because trust us, these pockets compared with most club tables
22
are incredibly tight.
Well, I'll tell you now, a table fitter will tell you that all the templates are exactly the same around the world, but I think they are going in off the jaw, put it that way.
Yeah, and that's the quality of the cloth, and most of the players have been speaking very highly of the conditions this season. Let's be honest, there have been times when it's been the opposite.
30.
There have been a lot of complaints about unexpectedly big bounces and too many kicks. This new chalk seems to be having
31.
some effect in eliminating the latter, or at least reducing them.
Yeah, and the spread when they're opening the bunch up tends to be pretty good. Let's see if it happens here. Well, I'll be honest, it wasn't well played. And the reason I say that is because the cue ball should have stayed in the middle of the table, but it's gone all across to the left, and it wasn't a perfect contact with the bunch. Red to the middle to keep the break going. That is Ronnie O'Sullivan at his very, very best. That's brilliant cueing. To slip past the black there. It's usual cue ball on a string, as we call it. In other words, very tight control of it. It's not here tonight. It takes me back a little bit to when he first appeared on the scene at a 16-year-old brilliant player. He played a series of recovery shots in breaks. Later on in his career, he became a sublime break builder.
Way out on his own, of course, as the most prolific century maker in the history of the game. 882 to be precise.
50.
8 already this season, even though he's missed a few events.
51.
Yes, he's not playing every week. He's certainly playing in a lot of the Chinese events, all qualified up for the next couple, having played in matches in the UK, but this is his first UK event of the new season. It's always good to see him back on these shores.
56. 57.
Now, you just get the feeling he is starting to crank things up a little.
Next door, the current world champion, 3 times Crucible King,
63.
Mark Selby, is in action. up against Ross Muir. You can see first blood to the jester.
64.
Well, in no time at all, O'Sullivan
70.
has passed the winning post in this frame. Brilliant recovery shot
71.
to left centre, having not got the split of the pack he quite wanted. At least the cue ball didn't finish as he liked, but retrieved the situation very quickly. And he's now within a frame of victory.
78.
Of course, Davis will not be throwing in the towel. He was in a worse spot than this at the Welsh
79.
and came back to win. 3 down with 4 to play, so every cloud. But he's going to have to play a whole lot better than he has so far.
He's always had this knack, though, hasn't he, Philip, of winning
85.
frames like this. We're not even playing 7 minutes in this frame. It's long since over.
86.
That's a great thing to have, to be able to just move away from your opponent very quickly.
Yeah, we've only been going a shade over an hour.
93. $94.
Well, it's taken a while, but O'Sullivan beginning to move through the gears
101.
to the delight of this big crowd here in Barnsley this evening. What a day of snooker they've enjoyed. Maximum break from O'Sullivan's great friend Liang Wenbo, the defending champion. Terrific battle between Mark Williams and Luca
102.
Brissell, full of incident and black ball finishes. Williams winning by his own admission a little fortuitously 4-1. That was a misleading scoreline. Mark Allen and Barry Hawkins going out this morning, as Neil mentioned. 2 of the bigger upsets of the week thus far. Most of the big hitters have come through, albeit not necessarily unscathed. Sean Murphy
111.
firing in the breaks just now. Judd Trump likewise earlier. It's bubbling up nicely, Neil.
Yes, really is. And now we're seeing O'Sullivan make
114.
what's been an excellent break. It's got better the longer it's gone on, this break.
118.
And he's not won the match yet, but he's starting to show signs that he's capable of brushing aside Mark
123.
Davis here. Maybe felt his luck was in on the previous frame, missing frame ball and
129.
fluking a snooker. Maybe he thinks, well, it could be my night.
136 in the frame.
Rocket power from Rocket Ronnie. He's arrived. And that was a mighty impressive clearance of 136 to put himself within a frame of the round of 32 here at the English Open. He leads Mark Davis by 3 frames to 1.